喺開始問答環節之前呢，我先介紹今日出席記者會嘅長江和記董事。
Prior to our Q&A session, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce the directors of CK Hutchison in attendance.
長江和記主席兼集團聯席董事總經理李澤鉅先生。
Mr. Victor T.K. Lee, Chairman and Group Co-Managing Director of CK Hutchison.
長江和記集團聯席董事總經理霍建寧先生。
Mr. Canning Fok, Group Co-Managing Director of CK Hutchison.
長江和記集團財務董事兼副董事總經理陸法蘭先生。
Mr. Frank Six, Group Finance Director and Deputy Managing Director of CK Hutchison.
長江和記副董事總經理及屈臣氏集團董事總經理黎啟明先生。
Mr. Dominic Lai, Deputy Managing Director of CK Hutchison and Group Managing Director of A.S. Watson Group.
而家開始今日長江和記業績嘅問答環節。
The CK Hutchison Q&A session now begins. 主席，第一條問題呢，就係呢位記者朋友就問啦，佢話喺2023年呢，全球嘅經濟復甦都相當之慢啦，咁個地緣衝突又持續升溫，咁供應鏈呢又成日都係不斷喺度改變，咁呢啲情況呢，對集團嘅業務呢有咩影響呢？
正如我喺長江和記主席報告中都有提到，呢個年度內嘅經營環境係可以講變幻莫測嘅。雖然下半年個趨勢好似好返啲，但係我覺得仲係有好多挑戰喺度。好彩我哋嘅業務係遍佈全球嘅，而且我哋一直係好審慎管理我哋嘅現金流同埋支出，好嚴謹咁守住我哋嘅財務紀律。呢個使我哋可以有我叫做極大嘅韌性，可以抵擋風浪同埋挑戰。因為我哋嘅業務喺咁多年都喺個組合度同埋嗰個地域上係比較多元化，比較容易應對市場嘅波動。或者我舉個例子，Telecom 嗰個部門，電信個部門。2023年成本上漲係令到佢哋經營係困難咗嘅，但另外一方面，零售部門嗰個增長係幾強勁嘅，特別喺歐洲同亞洲嘅業務已經係超越咗 Covid 前嘅水平。基建唔使講啦，就係一路咁有個穩定嘅增長，仲喺2023年錄得歷史高嘅營運現金流，咁變咗唔同行業有個 balancing 喺度。另外一個例子可以講，譬如和記港口咁啦。唔好意思，我哋睇啲數啊。港口嘅網絡同埋地域上係幾多元化嘅，平衡唔同地方嘅轉變啊。我舉個例子，香港嘅貨櫃碼頭喺2023年跌咗唔少嘅。但係喺墨西哥嘅出口呢，就比前一年個增長係幾靚嘅。所以港口部門喺度一路擴大有高發展潛力嘅業務啦。喺埃及啊、Saudi Arabia 啊、Mexico 啊、Pakistan 啊啲國家都喺度增長緊。除咗業務同埋地域呢兩樣嘢嘅多元化呢，我哋都有用到好多新嘅科技嘅效率，譬如好似零售部門。同埋嗰啲夥伴一路分享係運用 AI 嘅技術快速補貨咯。頭先你提到嗰個話嗰個logistics 方面嘅嘢，喺變咗可以容易啲喺供應鏈受影響嘅時候早啲反應，將嗰個影響減到最低咯。
OK， 好，唔該晒主席。跟住呢條咧，其實有幾個記者問都相同嘅，咁可能佢哋都好關心呢個議題。佢就話長和今年會唔會考慮回購翻公司嘅股份？
董事會對回購係持開放嘅態度嘅，但係都要睇住個市場個變化嚟決定啦。
OK， 跟住呢一條呢，就係話主席你喺你啱啱即係我哋上載咗嘅主席報告書裏面呢，你提到集團會繼續為股東物色可以增加價值嘅交易項目，咁你有冇睇中啲咩嘢？有咩目標啊？
咁唔可以而家咁樣公佈嘅，但係講2023年呢，就我哋宣布咗同英國 Vodafone 嗰個 merger 啦。就即係 Three 同 Vodafone 個 merger 啦，而家等緊嗰啲regulator 嘅審批啦。但係我哋會繼續實施集團嘅輕資產嗰個策略㗎。喺而家市場都揾有冇啲我叫做整合機會啦。比較大嘅交易需要時間同耐性，同埋受到市場嘅唔同嘅市場嘅影響啦。我哋唔會話志在必得、急功近利嘅。應該咁講，舊年我都有咁提嘅，集團係有好多特別寶貴嘅資產。呢啲資產會持續為股東創造價值嘅。Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Chairman. The next question probably came from a journalist in the UK because he said, "Good morning, Mr. Lee." Okay, he's asking the Chairman to comment whether there's any progress in the Three UK and the Vodafone merger.
Well, good morning, Mr. Falk. Would you please answer that question?
Good morning, good afternoon. So actually, we have submitted our merger notification to CMA at the end of January. And according to the published timetable, and the deadline for them to publish their decisions on the phase 1 result actually is tomorrow, March the 22nd. So today we have no more information and we have to wait. Now, if the decision is to refer us to phase 2, actually, to us, it is quite normal, and it's not unexpected. For phase 2, it entails what it means is that you have an in-depth review of all the evidence submitted to CMA, and then if you look at our previous successful case in Europe, in Austria, Ireland, and Italy, all those have went through this phase 2 review. So if we were to move into phase 2, we will continue to engage with CMA, and then just to explain to them, we have to explain to them what is the benefit for competitions and for UK consumers. We would expect the CMA to complete it if we go to phase 2. We will, it should be completed. We expect it to be about before the end of the year. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Falk. 跟住落嚟呢條問題呢係同港口業務有關嘅。呢位記者朋友想問呢，佢話因為戰爭啦，咁個紅海個航運就中斷咗，咁佢話對集團嘅港口業務呢係咪造成一個好大嘅影響？
簡單講唔係，但係呢幾個月我哋同碼頭主管係 Eric Yim， 我哋都好緊密嘅喺度開會睇呢件嘢，即係中東地區。令到嗰個局勢緊張，令到航運係影響咗呢樣嘢，大家都知。但係對和記港口喺嗰個地區嘅港口嘅影響係比較細嘅。舉個例講，我哋喺埃及比較大嘅 port 係 Alexandria Port 亞歷山大港，咁佢主要處理嘅貨係地中海區嘅，變咗紅海嘅影響對佢嚟講就比較微。同埋我哋嘅策略好多時有啲有價值講開，我哋都會同船公司有一個 strategic 嘅合作，係一齊發展呢啲項目嘅，咁所以將個風險又可以減少啲添。
OK， 唔該晒主席。跟住落嚟呢條呢，就係問關於零售嘅，佢話屈臣氏嘅集團嘅店鋪同埋網店啦，喺疫情之後呢，有冇帶嚟持續嘅銷售增加呢？咁尤其是呢，香港同內地而家全面通關啦，咁有冇影響到香港嘅零售業務咧？
多明呢個 question 或者你幫我答答。
好，多謝主席。咁首先呢，集團嘅業務呢已經超過咗疫情前嘅水平㗎啦，咁呢個係好消息。 咁主要個原因之一咧，就係我哋嘅 O+O 平台個策略咧取到好好嘅成效。咁啊 O+O 咧就係線上同線下個平台嘅融合。咁如果係根據數字嚟講咧 ，O+O 顧客群嘅消費額咧，如果相對比淨係喺實體店購買嘅客群嚟講咧，係前者係後者嘅3倍。咁所以呢個原因咧，我哋會一路咁繼續實施呢個 O+O 平台嘅策略，全天候24小時1年365日，為全球1億6千萬嘅會員提供服務。咁如果講到香港同內地通關呢，咁當然啦，通關之後呢，方便咗兩地居民嘅往還，但係亦都促使唔少香港嘅消費者呢北上城市消費同埋購物。咁喺呢方面嚟講呢，無可避免影響到佢哋喺香港嘅消費意欲。咁我哋集團呢喺香港嘅零售業務呢都有感到壓力嘅。咁但係我哋亦都有我哋變陣嘅方法，盡量去變陣去應付呢個挑戰。咁譬如咧，我哋喺旅遊區啦，調整到嗰啲產品嘅組合啦，加多啲保健嘅產品啦，咁吸引內地嘅遊客。咁至於喺平白街超市方面咧，亦都加強採購喺全球同埋中國國內咁亦都提供呢一啲折扣嘅優惠。咁所以咧就我哋唔想啲香港人呢要舟車勞頓咁北上，喺香港亦都有好好嘅性價比。Thank you。
OK， 唔該晒黎生。咁跟住呢條都係一個 follow-up question， 都係關於屈臣氏嘅。咁佢話即係好似你講咗過去嗰一年啦。咁嚟緊2024，咁你覺得邊啲地區或者邊啲市場會有好啲嘅增長？
咁我哋繼續。
好啊，我多謝主席。咁我繼續講呢個咧。咁我哋喺2023年呢，又開咗一個好好嘅勢頭，而呢個勢頭呢，正就係延續緊。咁所以我哋預計亞洲嘅業務呢，將會持續保持強勁嘅增長。咁而歐洲嘅業務呢，雖然喺當地嘅消費者受到通脹同埋生活成本嘅上升呢，咁但係我哋仍然預料我哋喺歐洲嘅業務呢嘅表現呢，係繼續表現強勁嘅。咁至於中東嘅市場呢，我哋覺得會為屈臣氏集團呢帶嚟好好嘅一個機遇。咁今年呢，我哋會喺當地嘅店鋪呢增加到38間，咁亦都有計劃進入巴林同埋科威特，咁新添2個市場。咁如果加埋呢2個市場呢，喺今年年底呢，屈臣氏集團呢將會喺30個市場營運。咁喺開店鋪方面呢，我哋舊年開咗有878間啦。咁而今年2024年呢，我哋計劃係開1100間嘅。咁我哋喺嗰個開鋪呢，我哋計劃呢有1/3將會喺中國開。咁而呢1/3其中大約一半呢，都會係喺國內1、2線城市以外嘅城市咧嚟到擴展我哋嘅業務。Thank you。
OK， 唔該晒黎生。The next question is about actually it's about Cenovus Energy. This journalist wants to know what is your plan for your holdings in Cenovus?
Thank you, Chairman. Well, we have no immediate plan to change our position in Cenovus. All of the remaining formal standstill arrangements that we entered into at the time of the merger with Husky Energy do fall away at the end of 2025. So needless to say, we'll be reflecting on our options for dealing with this position in such a manner as to maximize value for CKHH shareholders.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Six. 跟住落嚟呢條問題咧，又都係電訊嘅。咁呢位記者記得我哋即係喺2年前就合併咗我哋印尼嘅電訊業務啊。咁佢話：咁合併咗之後，公司即係個表現點樣咧？如何咧？
幾好喎！
係嘛？
好快請阿霍生解釋。
呢個咧就係一個合併嘅成功嘅例子啦。咁就合併做咗之後咧，嗰個所謂嘅 synergy 嗰個就係協同嘅效益咧，就係好大。做咗之後咧，就嗰個業績咧，有2023年咧，就有喺嗰個業即係基本生意嗰方面咧， 就根本咧profit 又高咗啦，嗰個 EBITDA 又高咗啦，最緊要咧嗰個股價咧就升到升到比合併之前差唔多咗成80幾個%。咁啊嗰個而家以前咧我都未收過 cash 㗎，舊年收 cash， 今年又收 cash。咁啊個股息咧又來到，同埋咧佢哋嗰個網絡咧又有錢起，就唔使股東拎錢入去，佢自己因為個經濟效益嗰度生產咗啲生咗之後個資金流動啊，咁啊佢自己用錢去起一個嗰個網絡。而家我哋個網絡喺印尼咧都係差唔多係最好之一嚟㗎。咁就而家佢哋有客戶有1億個客，咁啊因為我哋一路都做得好好啦，咁就變咗嗰個質量啦，就一路係嘅客嗰啲質量越嚟越好啦。所謂點解叫好就係一個佢嗰個每個月嘅 ARPU 啊，即係所謂每個月嘅消費嘅就增加咗。咁咧，同埋咧，我哋呢兩嘢，因為合併咧，就同埋呢個中東嘅 partner Oriental 啦合作嘅，我哋大家合作嗰個關係非常好。咁我哋而家仲喺度有 announce 咗啲有啲兩間公司睇下咩可以更加喺第啲地方合作啊，可以大家可以做多啲 roaming 啊，佢嚟 roam 埋我度，我又 roam 埋佢度啊咁根本呢個全個 story 都係一個非常好嘅 story。我哋對呢間公司咧係越睇得好好，多謝。
OK， 唔該，霍生。
由於在座嘅管理層咧，馬上要去出席分析員嘅會議啦，咁我哋而家再答最後兩條問題啊，好嘛？阿 Laura。
係好啊。Okay. As our directors are committed to an analyst meeting shortly, I'm afraid we only have time for 2 more questions. Okay, so the second last question is also on telecom. Okay, will 3 Group Europe perform better this year?
Now this is only 2 months into the year. I presume I answered this question.
Yes, of course, continue.
Sorry, I preempt my chairman.
No. Go ahead.
I preempt my chairman. And it is only 2 months after the new year, but obviously last year we have done a lot of revenue work, especially on the repricing side. And last year we have only a partial effect, and this year we will have a full year effect, and that will reflect very well on the revenue increase. And of course, this year, as you are well known, the inflation pressure will be much less. So that we would expect that the performance of 3 Group in Europe will improve, and also with the stringent control of capex, so that I think that will also give a lot of help to our cash flow and to our result, financial result. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Fong. Now we come to the last question. So this one, we pick a topic that is very hot about sustainability. Okay, this journalist wants to know what have the group done in 2023 in the realm of sustainability.
I think our sustainability captain should answer this question.
Well, how much time do we have? Under our chairman's leadership, obviously, we set out our decarbonization targets for the group as a whole last year, which is to reduce Scope 1 and 2 emissions by 50% by 2035 against a 2020 baseline. And I'm very happy to say that by the end of 2023, we were 10% reduced towards that target. So we're making very good progress. There are a number of achievements in individual divisions. In fact, in the chairman's statement, most of the divisions contain core elements of what's being done in sustainability, for example, for ports. There's a commitment to a net zero greenhouse gas emissions right across the whole value chain by the end of 2050, and that's against a 2021 base year. They also recently received approval from the Science Based Target Initiatives for their nearer-term greenhouse gas emissions and their 2050 net zero target. In our retail group, Dominic could spend hours with you describing what we do to respond to customers' desires for much more sustainable products. We've increased the sustainable choice offerings to over 9,000 SKUs, I believe, now. This is an area that has double-digit sales growth, right, for the A.S. Watson Health and Beauty Group in particular. And in 2024, we'll be continuing to do things like adding refill packs, right, for all of our own brand products, offering customers a scoring system that they can use so they can make more informed purchase decisions and so on. And of course, in telecoms, we were very happy that in 2023, Sustainalytics rated us as amongst the top 4 telecom companies in the world in terms of our ESG rating. We've committed in the telecoms group to a long-term net zero target, which is to be validated by the Science-Based Target Initiative. We're investing quite a bit in new energy-efficient network features, including obviously much more power-effective 5G equipment. We're also looking at increasing across the board our uses of renewable energy. So just a few examples, but a subject that is something that we take very, very seriously at CK Hutchison.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Six. Yeah.
我哋已經作答晒所有有關長江和記業績嘅問題啦。咁喺呢度咧，多謝大家嘅參與。